Welcome everybody to the Short Sports Show's college football week 2 predictions. Today is September 6, 2014, and we got an exciting group of games today. We're going to go through all top 25 now. This is what you can do. You can play along, put it in the comment section after the show, and before the first game is started, go ahead and just put in, what your picks are. Each week we'll go through them. Winner might get a little something. So here we go. I know we missed week 1. We'll just forget about it, pretend like it didn't happen. I don't know why. Predictions, I just didn't think about it. I don't know. Anyways, let's go ahead and go on with it. Citadel at number 1, Florida State. Now, Florida State got a little bit of a scare against Oklahoma State, but they're playing Citadel. So, obviously, Florida State is the pick. Now, I'm not, I knew in the NFL things, I'll go by scores, like the actual, I'll put the scores there. Yeah, we're not going to do that. We're just going to do college football. Just the picks, the actual teams, no scores. Make sense? Awesome. You can, though. It's cool. Florida Atlantic at number 2, Alabama. Alabama also had a scare, but again, it's Florida Atlantic who got crushed. Like, what was, I don't know who they played, but I know they lost like 50-something to 7. Obviously, we're going with Alabama here. Then number 4, Oklahoma taking on Tulsa. I'm going to go with OU here, but wouldn't be surprised if Tulsa puts in a scare for Oklahoma. Then San Jose State versus number 5, Auburn. Got to go with the Auburn Tigers here. And I know I skipped one. I know I skipped number 3, Oregon versus Michigan State. We're going to save that one for last, as that's the main game for this week. So moving on, Virginia Tech on the road at number 8, Ohio State. And this one, I'm going Virginia Tech. I think Ohio State, they got a scare against Navy. Virginia Tech is most likely a lot better team, especially with Frank Beamer there. Virginia Tech can do something here, and they may shock the world here. Lamar taking on number 9, Texas A&M. No way Lamar stands a chance. A&M gets this. Northwestern State, I believe, or Northeastern State. I don't know. Baylor plays the weakest teams of college football history. Baylor gets the win, even though they are injury crazy. They have the injury bug so bad. They got a wide receiver, Levi Norwood. He's going to be out at least 3 weeks now with a broken wrist. Bryce Petty's got an injured back. Who knows how that's going to go? We'll have to see. But Baylor pulls away whether Petty doesn't even play either way. Memphis taking on number 11, UCLA. I think the Bruins get the victory. Sam Houston State taking on LSU. Got to go with the LSU Tigers. Number 14, USC taking on number 13, Stanford. And Stanford Cardinals. I know USC put up a really good show against Fresno State last week with a 52-13 victory. But it's the Stanford Cardinal. They great group of guys there. USC, I think, still is trying to find their nick. And being at 14, I think, is a little too high for USC right now. So I got to go with the Cardinals to give USC a reality check of where they're really at. Number 15, Ole Miss on the road taking on Vanderbilt. Going with the Ole Miss Rebels. Michigan taking on number 16, Notre Dame. And at first, I had written down Michigan. But I don't know. Everett Golston, I mean, what, he had 5 total touchdowns last week? Notre Dame, they can be onto something here. And being at home, got the crowd there. I got to go Notre Dame. I have to go Notre Dame here. Number 17, Arizona State taking on New Mexico. Arizona State gets the dub. Western Illinois and Wisconsin going at it. Wisconsin, Melvin Gordon probably has a huge game against a poor Western Illinois team. Number 20, almost missed one. McNeese State taking on number 19, Nebraska. Tommy Armstrong is the real deal. Nebraska Huskers, they get the W. Number 20, Kansas State takes on Iowa State, and Iowa State last week lost to North Dakota State, the FCS champion 3 times. It's ridiculous how many teams keep scheduling this North Dakota squad. And each time North Dakota goes into that home stadium and shocks everybody. And poor Iowa State really shows how their season's going to go. And last year, it was Kansas State who had that shock to them. So Kansas State gets the victory. East Carolina taking on number 21 South Carolina. I think South Carolina rebounds from a very, very bad outing against Texas A&M. So Gamecocks get the W. San Diego State taking on number 22 North Carolina. I think the Tar Heels get this one. South Carolina, a lot of Carolina schools right here. South Carolina State taking on number 23 Clemson, another Carolina squad. Clemson, yeah, they rebound as well. Number 24 Missouri on the road at Toledo. Missouri Tigers get the W. And finally, or actually we got one more. Murray State at 25 Louisville Cardinals get this one. And now, finally, the game we all been waiting for, and it's going to be one of the best games of college football this year. You already know. You already know it's going to be. Number 7, Michigan State Spartans on the road at number 3, Oregon Ducks. That is where College Game Day is. That is what I'm about to watch in just a few minutes. And this is a very, very tough one. Michigan State's got that tough defense that everybody knows about. And Connor, I don't want to mess up on the quarterback. I want to make sure that it is Connor Cook because I'm pretty sure. I just don't want to mess up, you know. But Michigan State quarterback, yep. All right, Connor Cook, yes. Let's just make sure. Anyways, moving on. Connor Cook, yes, had a huge scare against Jacksonville State, as not by the score points, you know, how they beat them by, but he took a shot to the knee. Again, and I said it on Monday's show that it looked exactly like when Brady went out for the season against the Chiefs when he took that shot to the knee. Thankfully for Connor Cook and Michigan State, it wasn't that bad. I mean, he went back in the game. He threw a touchdown, was running around, energetic, looked like he'd never even had an injury. But at that time, it looked like, oh, man, his season is over with. Maybe, you know, his career. Who knows? So I don't know too much on his knee. I mean, this is going to be a lot better defense than, you know, a Jacksonville State squad was. And for Oregon, they played last week against South Dakota State, I believe. And obviously they dominated them. But Mariota started off pretty bad and, you know, just, I guess, preseason jitters or whatever. But Michigan State defense is a lot better than a South Dakota defense. So both offenses are going to be tested here, and for Michigan State, their defense is going to be tested to see how they can keep up with the speed of Oregon. Just because they don't have DeAnthony Thomas anymore doesn't mean Oregon doesn't have any offensive weapons, because they still do. You know, they just keep reloading speed. So this was a very, very, very tough pick. I wouldn't be, you know, I wrote my pick down, but I keep switching back and forth. But if I have to go with one pick, it's got to be Oregon. I just think that offense is going to get past Michigan State's defense. I think Oregon, they're going to be able to just pick up quickly. Well, the defense is like, okay, all right, we got to settle down quicker, but it's just not going to happen. I think Oregon keeps going. And depending on how Connor Cook plays, you know, I think he can. I know for sure he's going to score points against Oregon. It's just if he takes another shot to the knee accidentally or on purposely, is he able to get right back up and deliver the next play and stay in the pocket to, you know, get hit but still deliver the ball 15, 20 yards down the field? Or is he going to be, oh, crap, I'm scared, you know, in a different environment? And Michigan State hasn't been to Oregon, since 2008, so obviously none of these guys have been there. So this could be something. It could be trouble for Michigan State. So that's why I'm going with Oregon. But again, I'm not trying to cover myself, but I wouldn't be surprised Michigan State gets the victory either. I don't think anybody should be surprised if Michigan State gets the win. But, yep, that is Week 2's picks. Play along in the comment section once again, whether you're listening on YouTube, Spreaker.com, iHeartRadio. I don't know if on iHeartRadio you can leave comments, but just go to YouTube, you know, just type it in there. If you're listening on iTunes, do the same thing. Go to YouTube, go to Spreaker, put in the comments your picks, and you can put scores if you like, and we'll play along towards the end of the year. And we'll do it for both the NFL and college football. So thank you guys again for listening. I will see you guys this Monday morning, the Short Sports Show, the actual live show. And we will recap what happened for week 2 of college football and week 1 of the NFL. Can you believe it? It is tomorrow. The NFL starts. I guess you could say it happened on Thursday with the Seahawks getting a very impressive win over the Green Bay Packers, 36-16. We could do that. We'll recap everything. And we'll also look forward to what's going to happen moving on later that week. But anyways, thank you guys so much. Again, follow in the comment section. If you're listening on Spreaker, iHeartRadio, YouTube, or iTunes, make sure you guys leave a like and share it with all your friends and let them know where you get your sports news from and all that good stuff. And I will see you guys this Monday. Thank you guys so much for watching or listening, and let's get ready to watch some good college football games today.